This week's Torah portion, Shlach, the sin of the spy speaking slander of the land of Israel. Every year over we read this again. It's a tragedy that we know is going to happen. It's bound to happen, and we see this in the text, right? The very words that God says to Moses, send spies if you want. Shlach lecha, Rashi's famous commentary. If you want, I, Moses, don't think it's a good idea. I, God, know it's a bad idea. But the truth is, when we read the text, Moses also knows it's a bad idea. Because when we're told that the prize, the presidents of each tribe is going to go on this, famed delegation, first ever delegation to the land of Israel, right after we are given the names of the delegation, one of them is the prized PA of Moses, Hoshea bin Nun, right? His personal assistant, his prized pupil. And we are told out of the blue that Moses gives Hoshea an extra yud. His name is now going to be called Yehoshua. This yud is a letter from the name of God. It's meant to protect him. Now, why does Moses need to do this? If there's no harm in sending these presidents to the land of Israel, no, it's because Moses knows, like God, it is a terrible idea. It's the Israelites who want this, right? They want Uganda. They want to go somewhere else. They don't want this. Moses knows, God knows, and the only person the text seems to be telling us that Moses and God think is going to be saved is Joshua. So I want to talk about the underdog, Kalev ben Yefuneh from the tribe of Yehudah. Right? According to the script, Kalev is meant to be like the other slanderous spies. He's meant to speak slander. Only Joshua is going to be saved, the prized people of Moses, but that's not what happens. And the hint we get in the verse is when we're told that the spies go to the land of Israel, we're told they, in plural, they go to the Negev, right, to the desert. And then it says, and he came to Hebron. Because later on we're told that Kalev gets Hebron as a prize, we deduct that the Vayavo, that he went, and singulates that Kalev went to Hebron. So what did he do in Hebron? The Midrash tells us that he prayed to, in Abraham's grave, prayed in the forefathers' graves, and that's what saved him. Right, Joshua was saved because of God, and Kalev because of the land of Israel, because he prayed. But I think there's something else here. Wouldn't it have made more sense for Kalev to go to Jerusalem, right? Where else would you go? Go to Jerusalem. Go to where, the Akedah was. Where, Jerusalem is the place. Why are you going to Hebron? Why is he, what drives him there? And I think Abraham is what drives him there. Abraham is the first Hebrew. What does Hebrew mean? Ivri. Ivri literally means contrarian, a contrarian thinker. Abraham is living in a place where everyone's doing idolatry. And if everyone's doing idolatry, Abraham, Ivri, he crosses over. He's the contrarian that says, I'm going to go against the stream and do what no one else is doing. Monotheism, one God. Kalev gets that. Because Kalev is like that. Because he's from the tribe of Judah. Judah was also like that. An underdog that against all odds succeeded. Kalev goes there because he sees that if everyone here sees this dark and dreary vision of Israel, I see something else. I'm crossing over. He too is a genuine Hebrew. And then when the spies come back and they all speak slanderous words, who do God and Moses think is going to be the one that's going to stand up? It should be Joshua. He's the one that got the Yud in his name. God is protecting him. But who's the first one to stand up for the land of Israel? The underdog. Kalev ben Yefuneh is the one who comes and says, it's a great land, we can do it. Moses and God must have been shocked. This wasn't in the plan. And we can't help but think that this reminds us of Yosef and Yehudah. Remember that with the brothers, Yosef was the prized son, the youngest son second youngest son who was meant to be the ruler of the tribes. God's with him all along. It doesn't matter when he's enslaved in Egypt or bad things that happen. He's never worried because God is always with him, helping him with dreams and whatnot. But Yehudah, Judah, he's the underdog. Against all odds, Judah's actions change the script and he becomes the leader of the tribes. It wasn't in the script. Kalev is the same. And I think by him going to Hebron, it's because it teaches us something about Kalev's contrarian personality, which perhaps even shocked Moses and God because he didn't get the Yud. Anyway, thoughts on Kalev ben Yefuneh, on this incredibly brave, courageous hero who's going against all odds, changing the script in the Bible. Shabbat Shalom.